Good morning, guys. Today is July 24th, 2024. I cannot believe it's already Wednesday. Has this week been flying by for anyone else? It is flying by for me. I'm coming in here a little bit earlier than I usually do. I don't know what time this video is going to be released on YouTube, but it's first thing in the morning here for me, and I just was struck with the sense to come down and pull some cards. So that's what we're doing. And I as I'm shuffling, I know I tell you I always pay attention to what's coming up in my shuffle. I'm getting a lot of aces, so it must be a good time. It must be the right time of day for me to sit down here with you guys and get centered and find out what is in store for today and maybe later on this week. We've been talking about manifesting through tarot. As you know, I don't ever know if we're going to be talking about manifesting or if we're going to be talking about love or if we're going to be doing a pick a card. So let's just see where this goes. I'm feeling like today we might do a little bit of both. Let's go ahead and do sort of a general reading, see where this is going, and then I think I will maybe do a little pick a card for everyone. Let's give them a good shuffle here. And I'm feeling like we do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, there we go. All right, what do we have here? Oh, the Queen of Pentacles, she's in her upright position now. Yesterday she was in reverse, and today the Magician is in reverse. We haven't seen the Magician yet this week. I'm thinking that you have started to lean into that self-love and creating that space of fertility in terms of manifestation, but you're not quite there yet. So let's see where this is going. There might be some areas in which we are not fully understanding what to do yet. There's still some hang-ups in terms of judgment and making the right decisions and seeing things clearly. And that may be what's blocking our magician element. You know, the magician is the card that lets us know we are completely in tune with the universe. We are working with all cylinders firing. We've got the four elements in place, and you see this form, this shape that the magician is making. This is a really common form. It's a common pose in a lot of different martial arts and yoga, and it really allows the energy to flow through you and from the heart center, from up in the sky or from the universe, right? All the way down to the earth. So it may be a good time today to really do a little grounding meditation. Even if it's just for a few minutes, let's do a grounding meditation together to help this magician turn back in the upright position. And also think about the things that you might be judging too harshly. Are you judging yourself too harshly? Are you judging others too harshly? We don't want to turn to self-love and create this beautiful environment for fertility and abundance and manifesting by placing the blame on others and making it somebody else's problem. So watch out for that. This judgment card in the reverse position means that something isn't being managed to the best of our ability. Something is being misjudged right now, and you want to watch out that that's not you being the one who's misjudging. You may also be afraid of other people's judgment of you, and that could be blocking your magician here. That could be blocking your manifestation, these things that worry us. And you know, we have a hard time just being in the vibration that we need to be in if we're misjudging a situation or worried about others misjudging us. But the Ace of Wands coming up here at the end of this row is saying everything's going to be okay. This is the thumbs up card. This is the fairy godmother card. This is telling us this is all part of the process, and you want to continue moving forward. You're going in the right direction. I want to pull these down just a little bit because I see now in the camera that there is a bit of a glare and I want to make sure you guys are seeing these beautiful cards. There's so much going on in these cards in terms of symbolism. I want you to, whenever you feel it's right, if there's a card that is calling to you in any one of my readings, really take a moment to focus in on that card and see what symbols pop out at you, what's drawing you in. Those are things that you can do because these are community readings. These are readings meant for multitudes of people. You want to focus on the cards that are calling out to you as an individual, and that's what's going to help you move along forward in your path, help you keep an eye out for signs from your guides, from the universe. So I always do want to go ahead and make sure you can see these cards. This is such a beautiful card. It's one of my favorites. Let's find out where we're going with this. Oh. You may need to leave some people behind. You may really, and we've had that conversation earlier this week. We're really getting into the nitty gritty now. Look, this is a really clear spread right here. So you've got this, I call this card the Wanderer card. It's not called the Wanderer card. I call it that. And it's because you see this figure here. They have decided to change direction. They've changed course and they're going off on their own. I'm going to hold this card up so you can see it a little bit better. This individual has, in my belief, in my imagination, you see there's that one cup missing. I believe that this person, this wanderer, has taken what they can from a past situation and decided to go off and move ahead independently. They are guided by their subconscious. You can see that in the water here, but they're still on solid ground, right? So they are grounded. And then this moon up here, if you can see her expression, she is curious, she is watchful, she is concerned, but not worried. She's just there with this wanderer. So you really want to lean into your intuition when you're going off on this course on your own. You're going to lean into your intuition and you're going to lean into any of the protective feminine energies that you feel along your path. That's what's really going to help you move forward. And it's okay. Cups always represent emotions. And so you may be feeling a little bit sad or, lonesome on the beginning of your path here, and that's all right. You just let those feelings sit with you for a moment, acknowledge them, and then they will dissipate. You're going forward on your own path, and we all have our individual journeys. Sorry about the shake. There was a little cat jumped up on the table. So really understand this card. You're about to embark on something that is individual and unique to you, and you're going to want to take with you what you believe to be the right things to take with you and let the rest go. Cut your losses here. It's all right. Those losses sometimes, now this is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So those losses could be a person who you depend on. Could be a situation, a job, anything in your life right now that you feel like brings you abundance. If that place of abundance is somehow not fulfilling to you, if it gives you a bad vibe, if it makes you feel like you're sacrificing too much of your own self in order to receive that abundance, that's what you want to walk away from, okay? Be careful. You're on the path to generating your own abundance here. You do not need to rely on anyone else to help you. I'm going to take a little sip of my coffee. Like I said, it's early this morning, so my vocal cords haven't really had a chance to warm up yet. Now, I do believe that this King of Pentacles in reverse represents an actual person, because the very next card here is the card of defeat. It's the card where there's been a battle, There's been an argument or a conflict, and there's no real winner. Everybody has lost something. This is the opposite of a win-win situation, and you've got to let this go. This has caused some heartbreak. This is the heartbreak card, but it's also in reverse. And that means it's time to let that go. So this second part of the spread here is all about cutting your losses, breaking free from the situations that continue to cause you pain, not because they're active situations, but because you're trying so hard to get back into them. And maybe it's time to move away from those situations. That's hard to do, but this card in reverse is saying, yes, there's been a terrible heartache, but it's time to let it go. It's okay. You're not going to feel that forever. Just allow yourself to let those feelings dissipate and move forward. You're not going to be stuck in this heartbreak forever. So let me move these cards up a little bit. Make room for some more. Now, what are we being told here? I want to take a moment to really soak this in and make sure that I'm hearing what you need to hear. Okay, so in order to avoid any future injustice, or there may have been a past recent injustice. The injustice was caused by moving boldly ahead, passionately, with a lot of emotion, and it may have been done in haste. Okay, you've got the injustice card, or the justice card in reverse here, next to the Knight of Wands. So that's really telling me that whatever the injustice was, maybe we're circling back up here to the Judgment card in reverse. It's because there was too much haste moving forward without really understanding, and that's okay. And what you want to do is take a moment to get back on course and think about things. This is not a journey of, when you're talking in terms of manifestation, although for some people it's like flipping a switch and you just find yourself in the right frame of mind, in the right energy vibration. For most people, it's done little by little by little. We take little moments every day to appreciate what's going on. You could be driving down the road in your car and see a beautiful skyline or sunset. And taking that moment to be grateful and really appreciate the beauty of that is a step closer to getting in that energetic vibration where you start to call things in that are positive for you, that are good for you. And do those things every day. Look for the things that you can be happy about, that bring you joy, that make you feel at peace. Sometimes that's so much easier than others because there's always stuff going on in the world. There's always stuff going on in our own personal lives. There's always stuff going on in our own minds that we have these stories wrapped up about who we are and how we need to improve. Remember, that's the stuff that gets you stuck and calls in more negative energy. So you don't want to blast through here and try to make this happen really quick and then punish yourself later for not doing it right. This is the long game we're playing here. So you're going to do little by little every day. You focus on yourself a little every day. You focus on your family a little every day. You focus on your friends a little every day, on your career, on your finances. And when you're focusing on these things, you focus on them with a sense of purpose and curiosity and joy and gratitude. All right? So get out of your head. This is the Hermit in reverse. Get out of this stuck stuff that's making you stay in your head and think of all of the things and ruminate. You know, you want to keep moving little by little into the direction where you are connecting with the universe, you're connecting with the rest of the world. You're seeing the similarities and the likenesses between you and other people instead of focusing on the differences. Remember that we're one organism, okay? And that's what we're moving closer to. And the sooner you can get there without rushing, the sooner you're going to see things are coming into your life that are positive. So yeah, this following up here after the Hermit, you've got these cups in reverse. It's the Six of Cups in reverse. So you may be feeling like you're pulling up, you're drudging up some past memories right now that aren't too pleasant. It could be not even memories. Sometimes this card, especially in a conversation like this one, is talking about the ideas and beliefs that we formed about ourselves when we were young that are no longer serving us. This is the card that's in reverse right now, and it's asking you to let go of those beliefs and those feelings. You're like prolonging the suffering here. You don't need to be doing that. It's a new day. Every single minute is a new minute. Be reborn in each one of them. Chariot in reverse. I gotta make some room. They're coming out. These feelings of self-pity, harboring incorrect belief systems about yourself and about others, if you're not letting those go, they're going to stop the progress. This Chariot needs to be in the upright position to move forward, to have that the opposing forces propelling us forward, okay? Right now, the Chariot is stuck. And the Chariot is stuck because of these past belief systems that are causing, I know you've seen this card before because it came up a couple of times. They're causing the rough waters ahead. Let those go. This card in reverse is saying let those beliefs go, let those thoughts go. Anything negative that you don't need to be holding on to, the fears, the anxieties, the worries, the doubts, let those all go because you're getting here. You're getting to the other side anyway. Allow yourself to be vulnerable right now. It's okay. You are still receiving source energy. You're still protected. Your spirit guides are with you, all right? You don't have to feel like you're alone because you're not alone. This card here tells you that you're taking an independent journey. That does not mean you're alone. You might feel like you have been ostracized or you're no longer accepted in your communities. It might feel like that for a moment because as we change and grow, the people who knew the person we were yesterday find it sometimes very difficult to accept us as new people or anything different than what they're used to. So sometimes that makes us feel separated, isolated, ostracized. You don't need to feel that right now. If you do feel that way right now, acknowledge that feeling. It's okay. It will pass, all right? Let's see if there's anything else. I'm going to clear these cards. There's a lot coming out today. I'm going to clear those cards. I'm going to shuffle them back into the deck. I'm going to pull one more card to see what we can take with us that sort of sums up that reading or something that we need to be looking out for in our days ahead. Remember to be love, okay? I don't know how else to say it. Our way, our part in the universe is to love. And that is how we generate energy. We need to love ourselves. We need to love others. We need to stay in that place. And that is the key to manifestation. Ace of Pentacles in reverse reminds us that this is not something that we are going to understand as experiencing instantly. This is not necessarily instant gratification. This could be delayed gratification because it's a journey. You want to pay attention to the little things every day. Instead of expecting to, get that promotion tomorrow, or find that soulmate today, or hit the lottery, or miraculously have, all of your bills paid all of a sudden. Not that those things can't happen, but if that's your expectation, you may find that you have to exercise a little more patience. This manifestation process occurs when we rewire our brains, okay? We have these brains now that have been built on belief systems that are extremely detrimental to ourselves and to our connection with the source energy, the universe, our spirit guides, and the world around us, okay? So it's going to take a little bit of time to rewire those avenues through our brain and change our brain chemistry. And we do that by practice, just like we do everything. And anything we want to get better at, we practice, right? So this is the same thing. You take those moments that you can, you appreciate them. You let yourself experience love and joy. And you hold on to that as long as you can. When you start exercising, let's say you start going to yoga and you want to look like the yoga instructor, and the yoga instructor is all the way with their, hands under their feet, and they're contorted in this impossible position, and you can barely touch your toes, right? Well, you don't just reach in and wrap yourself up like a pretzel on day one. Every day, what do? You bend a little bit further, you stretch a little bit more, and you hold that stretch a little bit longer. You hold it as long as you can. And that is the same thing that you're doing here in the manifestation process. When you're experiencing joy and love and gratitude, acknowledge that in the same way that you acknowledge all of the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that are painful. When we experience pain, we let those painful feelings sit and we ruminate and we protect ourselves to make sure that those bad things never happen again. We never want to forget that happened, right? So we hold on to those feelings. We're doing the same thing here, but in the opposite direction to get us closer to a life that feels fulfilled and loving and joyous and abundant. So when you feel those feelings that are great, you hold on to them just like you would any other painful feeling, but this time you're doing it and you're letting those good feelings linger. So let those good feelings linger today. Let's be prepared to do this little by little, step by step. Let's be patient and have fun with it. This is a fun thing. This is not painful like stretching to get better at yoga. We're not running a Spartan marathon here. We are allowing ourselves to experience joy and love and gratitude, and that feels great. So thank you all today for joining me. I think I will do a 3-card, pick a card reading, but I'm going to do that on a separate video because I don't want this to drag on too long. So again, thank you. Please like, subscribe, share this with your friends. This is in addition to all the other things that you're doing to improve your life. This is going to really help out. This will be sort of a catalyst for you if you follow along. So I thank you. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.